Great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now the replacement for Aaron Jones. Here's Josh Jacobs.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Stroud going to throw right away. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. And he will take this one in. 76 yards. Touchdown, Houston. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Love. Looking downfield, that's Musgrave, the tight end. 25 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Really nice job here by the tight end, understanding that if you're not open, get open. And if you are open, stay open. He found a nice void in the zone on the backside of the defense, friendly to the quarterback. Nice pickup.
And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it, but he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
Running is Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. He fields it at the 8. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They run with the longtime Bengal, Joe Mixon. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Lucas Van Ness, the former 1st-round pick, there to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And a minimal gain there up to the 17-yard line. Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. That's Will Anderson, the Defensive Rookie of the Year, in there to record the sack. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. To throw is Love. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up fourth down. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take over just shy of midfield.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice pickup there by Jacobs, and I really like this signing this offseason, Mike. I mean, with the departure of Aaron Jones going to Minnesota, they know how important that backfield is alongside Jordan Love. Can he help this Packers offense take that next step forward? And certainly done his part so far.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
They'll run with Jacobs. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw is Love. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. They'll run with Jacobs. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. That's his second touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. McManus on for the point after. His kick is good. And the Packers will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Stroud to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Stroud. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. Running left, it's Jacobs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Love. Going up top. And this one is intercepted. Derek Stingley comes up with it.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They will work the middle with Mixon. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Stroud. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch. Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
They'll go play action with Stroud. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down for Houston.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On second down, Stroud. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down. They'll run here with Mixon. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Mixon. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
This offense is finding out the hard way, Mike. There is just not a lot of room to operate against this defense down near the goal line.
They were stopped on second down, now 3rd and goal from the 1. To throw, it's Stroud. It is brought in the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans will tie things up. We are all even at 14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. In trouble, and down he goes. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the 2nd half.
Set to kick off.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This is fielded inside the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. On 1st down, it's Stroud. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Now, Stroud. He's going to have the 1st down and more. 14 yards on the pickup there. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Mixon. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Adrian Cooper, the rookie, is there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Now Mixon. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
First down pickup by Mixon, and he's one of the Texans' many additions this offseason. It's pretty incredible to think, Mike, in only his 2nd year as the head coach, the roster that DeMeco Ryans continues to assemble. Not only is Mixon still a productive back in his own right, but he should take a lot of pressure off C.J. Stroud.
A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He's looking for Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Kirk is the motion man. They run on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line. 3rd and long. Here's Stroud. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
He'll find his rookie wideout from Texas. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. That is 2 big pickups to start the drive. 32 on the latest. On the ground, it's Jacobs. It'll be a short pickup down to the 22. The veteran Danico Autry brings him down. On 2nd down, Love. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And the Packers are looking at a 1st and goal. He's taken down at the 2-yard line.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal.
That one, taken in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. And this will be incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They need one right now. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. Throwing is Stroud. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. That's over the middle and caught by Dell. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So there's really 3 areas that modern NFL running back has to excel. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score...
And he will score! Game on! Christian Kirk, touchdown Texans. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the two-point conversion. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. That complete to Jacobs. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
On second down, Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So here comes Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Stroud to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Stroud gonna set up to throw. Backs to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't... Stay in bounds, and indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete, very nearly a turnover.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now a deep ball here for Collins. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
And good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pickup of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Jacobs. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And make it a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 20.
At their own 27-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. On 2nd down, Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. That is hard. And he'll be taken down at the 30.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
Here's 1st down. Back to throw. Stroud. Right back to Dell. He's got it again. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that...
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. Now a big spot here for the Texans as they'll try for two.
Texans will line up for the three-point conversion.
Stroud. And that is incomplete. Well done by the defense. And this is going to stay a two-possession game. Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
This is what you get paid for.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.
You talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance, so it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
She said, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
Stop the road when you walking. You rest your hips to the talking. You leaving me no options. Say less, say less. Stop the room when you walking. You rest your hips to the talking. You leaving me with no
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up. Didn't wanna know then, now I bet they're loving us no more.
lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weeks since. Damn, tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil, make the city proud, put it down for them, come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartment, stay silent. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like the New Orleans, real shine. Like the women know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Huh? Where they at? Money growing on trees, hanging on palms, spilling. Code 3 on 4, she don't want a 16. Renegade on up, make it. Buy a trees, no love, I'm asleep with my Porsche 911, slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas, face getting ran, gotta watch for the cameras. Before you get freaky, can't with no random these sneaky. If police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartment, stay silent. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like the New Orleans, real shine. Like the women know you. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Huh? Where they at?
Oh, we need nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one thing, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Broken me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past, I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth.